Over.
Hey, Bob Sill from Johnny Jaws back with you again today. Hey, I'm with Jason. Jason, what's your last name?
My name is Jason Wiltrout.
Okay, I'm with Jason today. You know, they say Jesus wasn't a prophet in his own hometown, and we're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we have clients and customers all over the United States. But one place we don't have a customer is in our own hometown in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Bell Vernon's a suburb of Pittsburgh, right,
Yes,
Jason?
yes,
Okay.
it is.
So we're setting up for a shoot here today. And while I'm talking to Jason, I'm thinking this is probably a hauler, a private hauler, that really can't use our product because they're predominantly front load. Is that correct?
Correct.
But you've been telling me something completely different. Talk about your growth and talk about what's going on and what kind of routes that you're looking at.
So right now with our route system, we've been growing quite steadily. Our route system has we've been doing a lot more front loads, constantly getting new commercial accounts for us. We've been taking over a lot of different areas. So therefore, with the steady growth, we can always look into new products, new features on the trucks that we can add on to it. So having you here and explaining everything could also potentially help other customers along the way too. So.
Well, you're explaining to me too that you're going into some new territories. Now, when you go in, a lot of those customers will have front loads and rear load cans. Is that correct?
True.
Okay, right now, when you go in there, what do you have to do? You've got to get rid of the rear load cans if you want to be really efficient and or you've got to send out a rear load truck. Then to the same customer, you have to send out a front load truck. So you got one crew that goes to the same place to get the rear load cans and another truck and another crew to go to the same place to get a rear. So you're doing double work.
Yes.
Is that right? Am I putting words in your mouth?
No, it's,
All right.
Like I said, I mean, some of our customers do have the regular rear loads, but then, like I said, some of the other customers have front loads, and then they have rear loads.
So we get a set of Johnny Jaws. If you guys at some point, which I never expected today, all we do is we come in here, Jason. These are the bumper pads. That's a bumper pad. This is a bolt-on. Some bumper pads are welded on. It depends on the truck and the chassis and what the setup is with the forks, okay? Here's the other one over here. So you put a set of Johnny Jaws, which we'll cut to in a minute on video. Jason, we'll put an edit in here and we'll show a set of Johnny Jaws being installed. But you put one here, you put one there. Once that's done, this front load truck can empty these side pocket front loaders, this front loader to 4-yard, anything that this truck normally picks up, you still can pick up. They don't get in the way at all. If you got a picker, if you got anything on the side of it, if you're doing residential, it doesn't matter because the jaws do not interfere. They just are like the bumper pads. However, if you got anywhere where you have trunnion bars like this, like with USA Waste, which you have two companies, am I right?
Yes.
You got Pro Waste and you got USA Waste.
Yes.
Different markets, because you guys are growing like crazy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
So here's a two-yarder that has a trunnion bar, all right?
Yep.
This vehicle cannot pick up or service this, am I correct?
That is correct.
Unless you weld on side pockets.
Yes.
And is that a pain in the butt or is that a pain in the butt?
We do them.
Is it expensive?
Yes.
You have to do it to every can, everywhere.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. And that's any garbage company. When they want to change it over, we have to weld on the box.
But guess what? It's no longer any garbage company. Here's why. You put a set of Johnny Jaws on this truck, you never have to do a side pocket weld again. You don't have to reposition your cans. You don't have to go out and buy new cans. You got money invested in these cans. You got money invested in old ones that are on routes already. People don't want to see those go. The same truck can pick up that, can pick up this, can pick up that, can pick up that, with one man in the truck, summer, winter. He doesn't even have to get out of the truck in order to service everything in the business. All right? So that's the story of Johnny Jaws. So I ask you, Jason, to do the math, okay? If you just apply the math with your route optimizer, whoever's working with you on routes, you apply the math as to what it costs you to put side pockets on, what it costs you to move cans, what it costs you to buy new cans.
Time-wise, I mean, there's times that these guys are out, good 12 to 15 hours a day. There's times that they're out 8 hours a day. It just depends on what route they're on. But we're always looking for ways to minimize our time out.
Yeah, that's called route optimization, which is the big term now in your industry. And that's trying to go all front load, because front load, you just told me a bit ago that sometimes it will take up to 15 minutes to service this can.
Yeah, especially whenever you get into tight areas, you're trying to turn the truck, and I definitely know one of our drivers, he has a spot in Pittsburgh that he tries to get into. It's hard for him, and then sometimes he has a little bit of difficulty with that.
So let's give it the benefit. Let's say 7 minutes. Is 7 minutes the low end?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 7 to 15 minutes to service one of these with that rear load truck. One set of Johnny Jaws, under 1 minute. So you can go from 15 minutes per can with a 2-man crew, with insurance risks, because you got the guy behind the truck. And by the way, that's the number 3 most dangerous job in America. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Being a shotgun on the back of a rear load truck is number 3 most dangerous job in America. Guess what? That guy can now operate a truck, expand your workforce, pick up more routes, 1 minute, almost the identical time you can spend on one of those, 1 minute. I'm asking you and your people, you do the math, don't listen to me, but you can lower or increase your productivity by over 100%.
Yeah,
that sounds ridiculous, but that's true.
Oh, believe me, like I said, with the way we're growing, we definitely want to find ways to increase our productivity. We want to better service our customers. We're very customer oriented here. So anything we can do to optimize anything like that, we're definitely willing to try something. So
here's what guys like you tell me. It's an old boy industry, and I'm the old boy here. You're the young boy, okay? But they say it's an old boy industry, and people have trouble adjusting to anything that's new. All right, Johnny Jaws. The only reason we don't have greater penetration is people even look at our videos. They see it happening. They see our customers from all over the country testifying that what I'm telling you is true. They do their own math. They do their own lifting. We guarantee that if they don't like it and it doesn't work, we'll take them off and put your truck back to new. And by the way, we can install these in 5 hours. 5 hours. So when your trucks come in, when they're done for the day, we can have a crew here, install, train, and the next morning, they can be back out on the road. It isn't like 6 weeks. You don't have to take the truck somewhere. You don't have to do any of that, okay? So, I mean, that's the full story. I just asked you to consider, Johnny Jaws, now that we've talked about it. I never expected you to even consider it. But in addition, you at Pro Waste here in Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania, and at USA Waste, you're the kind of guys we want to work with, because we can help you really build your route, optimize your operators, take them out of danger, lower your insurance rates, and do it faster, cheaper, and just plain smarter. That's Johnny Jaws.